great players. They have a great organization. And you tell them one thing.
What is good, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raider Alex back with yet another video for you guys. Anybody that is new to the channel, you guys love Raiders related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also make sure to hit that post notification bell, that way you get notified every time I post a video just like this one. That being said, let's jump right into the topic of this video. Assuming the Raiders won't take a quarterback in the first round in this year's NFL draft, the possibility of us selecting a defensive player is very high. The Raiders also have a huge need at the cornerback position and are in desperate need of a true #1 cornerback on the outside for the future. Luckily for the Raiders, this draft class is filled with so much talent at the cornerback position. If the Raiders draft correctly, there should be no excuse for us not to walk out of this draft with at least 2 solid young cornerbacks. And today we are going to be talking about Oregon cornerback Christian Gonzalez, who for many is regarded as the top cornerback in this whole NFL draft class. Christian Gonzalez is 6'2", 200 pounds, and has the prototypical size and speed for a #1 NFL cornerback. And he also ran a 4.38 40-yard dash. He's also a very fluid runner, has fluid hips, and overall there's a lot to like about Christian Gonzalez. So let's get into some of his game film from him last season with Oregon. Now this first play is against Georgia, and this is one of the knocks on his game. His tackling needs to be improved. This one was just a terrible tackle. It seems like it's a lack of technique. On this next play against Georgia, once again, he was able to make a tackle this time. So for me, it really shows that he definitely has the willingness and the toughness to go out and try to make tackles. He doesn't really shy away from contact or trying to secure the tackle, but it just seems like he needs a little bit more consistency and improvement in his technique when it comes to tackling. This next play against BYU, this is great man-to-man coverage. The wide receiver was completely blanketed. Next play, once again, great coverage, essentially runs the route for the wide receiver. This next play, they're going to try to go deep on Christian Gonzalez. He's playing deep coverage, and he does a great job not allowing for a big play. Another example of him making a good tackle on this one. As I said, he just needs to improve on the technique and just be a more consistent tackler overall. And on this play right here, he makes an absolute great play, gets a pick 6, he gets the interception, great coverage on that, and he shows that he has the athleticism to take it back to the house. On this next play, he just shows that great speed he has that he showed and he backed up in the combine, but he just shows absolute great closing speed to be able to break on this deep pass, and it leads to his second interception of the day. In this game, he actually had 3 interceptions all in one game, but overall Christian Gonzalez is a pretty good athlete. This next play against Stanford, with him being 6'2", a big cornerback, he's going to be a hard guy to be able to throw over, to try to throw like those back shoulder throws or any type of fades, and he does a great job right here. Another great play of him having great coverage on the outside, and this is really what the Raiders need. We need a true guy that can be on the outside, that we can put him on an island and he can hold up his own. On this play too, I like this play. He was in a position to almost potentially get a turnover, but once again, he does make a good tackle. He shows he can be disruptive in the backfield here and there. And once again, Christian Gonzalez shows great ability in man-to-man coverage on the outside, doesn't panic, and makes a great play breaking up this pass. Once again, another example of solid coverage from Christian Gonzalez. And on this last rep here, he does get a little bit too handsy on this route and draws a flag. This is something he definitely can't be doing if he gets drafted by the Raiders. If you're wearing that silver and black, you're getting a little bit too handsy, that flag is coming out 9 times out of 10, so he's gonna have to clean that up just a bit. So overall, with Christian Gonzalez, he has the ideal size for a #1 cornerback on your roster. He also has that athleticism to back it up. He's a very solid in man-to-man coverage, and overall he's a very solid pick. You can't really go wrong with Christian Gonzalez. I think he'd be a pretty good fit for this defense as well with Patrick Graham. Last season with Patrick Graham, we did run a lot of man-to-man coverage. It seems like Patrick Graham wants cornerbacks that got the size, so this would be a pretty good fit for this defense. To me, my biggest takeaways with Christian Gonzalez and improvements that need to be made in his game is, for one, that he needs to be a more consistent tackler. Now look, most outside cornerbacks typically aren't the best tacklers anyways, but at the same time, I don't think he's a terrible tackler. Look, there's definitely been some examples of him making good tackles, and he's just shown the willingness and the toughness to go out and try to make these tackles. With his tackling, it just seems like he needs to improve on his technique, which can most definitely be improved under good coaching in the NFL. And the last knock I see on Christian Gonzalez is I would like to see him be a better playmaker on the ball in terms of being able to create turnovers, get more interceptions, be able to jump routes, stuff like that. Last season, he recorded 4 interceptions, but 3 of those all came in one game against Colorado. And when Oregon played against the top competition last season, he wasn't able to create any turnovers in those games. But really, if Christian Gonzalez could improve on his ball skills and find a way just to create more turnovers, in my opinion, he could easily become an elite cornerback in the National Football League. Now, I think drafting Christian Gonzalez is a pretty safe pick in my opinion at number 7, because I see his floor being a solid cornerback who can start immediately next season as a rookie. He's got all the physical traits and tools to even potentially become a great cornerback for the Las Vegas Raiders. So at number 7, if the Raiders don't love any cornerbacks, or if they don't want to trade up for any single quarterback, then look, this is definitely a good option. Stay at number 7. I think more than likely Christian Gonzalez will fall to number 7. If he's there, I would not mind us selecting Christian Gonzalez. But as I mentioned, there is a lot of good cornerbacks in this draft. Christian Gonzalez is not the only guy that you could look at drafting. With us having so many draft picks as well, I mean, you might as well select at least 2 to 3 cornerbacks in this draft. But Raider Nation, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about Oregon cornerback Christian Gonzalez? Do you guys want the Las Vegas Raiders to draft him? Let me know. But that being said, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Anybody that's new to the channel, you guys love Raiders related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That being said, I will see you guys in the next one.